Nest guests are raising money in support of food banks across the country. They're teaming up with the brilliant Martin Lewis in their bid for their 5th festive #1. Some people might not, they will have heard of LadBaby. They won't necessarily have put you to, you might not always know who's who. It's Roxanne and Mark, and you've been on YouTube for years, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been doing...
It's been about 5 years now.
5 years.
Actually, that's quite... I mean, that's not that long, really. It's not really. Much longer than that.
We've been together 13 years.
Have you?
But, yeah,
does it feel like longer, Roxanne?
Yeah.
I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
No.
Yeah, no, we've been doing it about 5 years, and, we just try and, as Rox says, we just try and make people laugh online.
Yeah.
If we can spread a bit of positivity, and especially now it's Christmas time, we try and make people laugh and do it for a good cause.
Well, what I find extraordinary is the amount of money that you've actually raised for the Trussell Trust. I mean, is it over £1 million, like 1.2 million?
Yes.
Yes.
So all the songs have raised over 300,000, and then with the brand deals that we've worked with over the years, it's all amounted to about, I think it's about 1.3 now. So we just want
for charity.
Yeah.
For the Trussell Trust, yeah.
And the awareness alone, just that it's bringing. I mean, when we started this 5 years ago, Trussell Trust and food banks were a little bit kind of... No one really knew
it was
a
what
lot
churches
about them.
did.
And it was more for the homeless.
Yes.
Now, what we're seeing is, there are families living on them, nurses.
And we've seen you go in, haven't we? If we can just play those pictures whilst you're telling us about what your experiences of going in.
I mean, we're ambassadors of the food banks now for Trussell Trust, and we've been in all year and seeing some of the families and friends and people that are having to live off them. The nurses are living off them. There's the elderly who are feeding their animals on them now. Like, this isn't a small thing anymore. People are working 2 or 3 jobs and still having to go to them after buying a school uniform for their children. It just shouldn't be in the UK right now.
No, it's incredible. I know you both get very moved by it, don't you? I mean, I think we've seen you, you've been in tears down there. What are some of the stories, Mark, that have, well, I suppose maybe 5 years ago, what was it that made you go, we've got to do something? You've got 1 million subscribers or more in all.
Yeah.
Is it 5 million followers you have over all social media?
About 13 million.
13?
Yeah. 13 that we want to use the platform for good. That's why we give back. If you can make an impact like that.
Yeah, I mean, we started this journey, Rox's mum was a volunteer at a food bank, and we know, before we was doing this, we was struggling to make ends meet, struggling to put food on the table, and we know what that worry is like for families.
And you count yourselves very lucky, do you, that you found YouTube, that it took off in the way it did?
Absolutely, yeah. We're honoured that people follow us and that people support the things that we care about, and that's why throughout the year we try and spread that positivity and try and give it back, and that's why we do the songs.
Some of the people we meet, like we met only a few weeks ago, we met a mum and a baby who came in, and she just said that she felt like she'd failed because she's working a job and she couldn't even buy an advent calendar for her children. She couldn't put food on the table.
It's a loss of dignity, isn't it?
It's hard because I think our little family are trying really hard to give back to the UK, and it just shouldn't be. And some of the people that message us, I want to help them all, but it's a big responsibility for us.
And just to be clear, that from this particular, I mean, you've got amazing access to this Band-Aid song. It's world famous. Nobody's ever been allowed to change the lyrics, right?
No.
But you got Bob Geldof to change his mind.
Yeah, no, we were the first people that's been allowed to rewrite it, which is an honour in itself. And they didn't hesitate, and we sent the lyrics off that we wrote to Bob and Midge, and they approved them straight away. They changed only one word, and I think they're
Martin's loving it, isn't he?
Martin's got a voice of an angel.
Has he, though?
He really has.
He is an angel, isn't he, though? He is an angel on it. And just to be clear, that from this, 50% of everything you make from it will go to the Trussell Trust.
Yeah, 50% goes to the Trussell Trust, which is the network of food banks here in the UK, and then 50% goes to the Band-Aid Trust, which is that fight against global food hunger.
Yeah.
Because I'm making that clear because I understand that some people go, oh, you're making money off this. You get a little bit of trolling, do you, every now and again?
We get trolling. Everyone gets trolling. But we have, over the last 5 years, given 100% of the profits to the Trussell Trust and the food banks.
Totally make it clear. We have never taken a single penny from any of it.
You gave some little lovely kids a massive surprise. Big fans of LadBaby. Just tell us, I think we just showed it earlier by accident, but let's take a look at it. What's happening here?
So this is the amazing second version of our song. Bent's Green School is a school for children, well, young people with autism and communication difficulties. They emailed Mark and, well, their teacher did, and said they had done a show of our song and would we want to see it. So we surprised them and decided to go and ask them if they wanted to be on Band Aid and do a version.
So this is like
with
there's
them.
2 videos for the song.
Yeah, so there's 2 versions you can download, and this particular one is something we're very proud of, because with autism awareness and everything like that, it's something that's very, you know, very important to allow everyone to have
and everyone's
the right...
just enjoying the moment.
Yeah, and music is wonderful in autism.
I think your impersonators are absolutely hilarious. I love the video. There's Boy George having a hissy fit somewhere in it. It's absolutely...
We just wanted to get normal people supporting people in the UK, and if anyone can download, it's really important too, because we're just a little family and we can't compete with Mariah Carey and Wham and the streaming.
You might be.
But for 99p, you can download. So.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to meet you both. Congratulations. 5th consecutive #1. Who knows? LadBaby's single Food Aid is out now.